it's a community. Being able to meet good people, have a drink with good people. It's just letting people know there's more to life than poker.
Man, yeah, poker and life for the gang, for the community. We're out here trying to, bring people, maybe the underrepresented people, into the spotlight. Anybody that, kind of has a crazy story, kind of going through similar struggles, but I feel like a lot of the media outlets out there right now aren't really telling the crazy stories that we really actually live through. So we started the podcast, and we, kind of try to play off the theme of poker life and poker ain't life.
That's history lesson. Poker and history, fire.
It's just kind of like, I look at it like the Revolutionary War as compared to now. The guys were saying, the English soldiers were saying, let's line up and fight, straightforward, GTO style. One soldier falls down, the next one moves up. Mm-hmm. This is the way we should all fight. And the Americans said, no, we're going to come in and fight our own way with our own style. And that worked. Yeah. It works. Okay. And it's the same thing today when these GTO players are coming in. You're supposed to fight this way and only play this way. Yeah. Bitch, who says so? You gave me run things,
Exactly.
And then when people even bring the idea, like they think that because we don't participate in the GTO fully, that we don't understand it. Bro, I'm from Houston. We have a giant statue of Sam Houston.
Okay.
I'm talking Mr. GTO, who's had to make the tough decisions. I'm talking, bro, I'm Texas through and through. I fight like a Texan. I play like a Texan. And
isn't there a Texas tat as well?
Well, I have this Be Someone tat. This is about as Texas as you can get. It's from Houston.
Yeah, what does that say now?
Bro, when you're driving into downtown Houston, which I used to drive up to my fire department job every day.
Yeah.
You drive under this bridge, going into downtown, and it says "Be Someone." Bro, when you're driving into Houston, into that city every morning, and you just see "Be Someone."
I fucking love that.
That's
That's so dope, bro.
It's like the best piece of graffiti I've ever seen.
It is fucking sick.
I'm gonna have this colored in blue. It's the original artwork was like this color.
Okay.
And then the gold bracelet tat on.
And then you were telling us earlier, thinking about getting those gold tattoos.
I am thinking about it, but I mean, it's hard for me not to wear the bracelet out because everybody loves it so much. They love seeing me wear this bracelet out. I like to take it off, let them wear it, take pictures with it and stuff.
Damien's gonna want to wear it after. I don't want to
take this Poker News rubber band off. Definitely an upgrade. And speaking about the bracelet, right? So, like, how did you guys, was last year your first year where you came in for, a full series, or was it the year before? Kind of tell us a little bit about that and the connection with, how the Poker Stallions got together, because what we're trying to do for our group, we have our Poker and Life group, and even though we're still new, this is our first year having the group here, and it feels amazing to have people that you speak to all the time, see them do well. You're both running deep in the tournament, so it feels good. We're still in our early stages, but I feel like you guys blew up overnight. Some people have been playing for decades and never achieved what the Stallions have done. So tell us, how did the Stallions come together and what that was like for that year when everyone was starting to see success?
Okay, great question. But before I get to how the Stallions actually came together, the work that went into it for years before, that went into it by myself and Will.
Shout out to Will.
And myself, Rockets Will, and Cosmonaut, David Masvidal. The main thing we did was we learned how to play first, bro. We learned how to play. And I think you're seeing it now. We're playing tournament poker now, but I tell her this all the time. Tournaments are a simulation of real life. Me and Will and David are actual poker players. If all else goes away, social media, tournaments, casinos, legal gambling, online, the Stallions was like a team, a brotherhood, kind of like that. And it was an interesting, and it still is, an idea going on. It's basically for future poker players coming up, kind of put them under our wing, take care of them when they get kicked down, kick them around a little bit ourselves. But bring
if they want to be someone.
Exactly. That's right. If they want to be someone.
Well, I never knew you played sports. What sport? What position?
Luckily, I lived in a small town, so I played all sports, all positions. I was the stud quarterback, stud shortstop. I mean, I got to do
everything.
I mean, I wouldn't say stud. Even for the four boys, I was probably this third or second best of my
But he had confidence.
Yeah.
That is what makes his game so good. Is his confidence, and that's what also helped the team.
Yeah.
Like that was like Scott's role in the team, giving everyone confidence and believing in themselves.
That's important.
So that's and he knew he was going to win a bracelet. He did it.
Bro, so this brings me back to a story that I've never really told good this way. Like I'm gonna try to tell it.
Okay.
But it kind of ties in like this. This is a really cool story, bro.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, I went to this little small town. It was the last football game of the year, like a homecoming game type thing.
Okay.
And all the players and the cheerleaders and their parents and all the fans are coming out of the stands onto the field after the game is over. And this quarterback, they lost the game, by the way. I went to Trent, Texas. Trent, Texas is a little 6-man football school, the Trent Gorillas, dude. And it's like everybody's coming out on the field. The whole town is coming out there. And the football player, he takes his shoulder pads off, and he's got the sweaty shirt, and he like comes through this crowd of people. And this was a blonde-haired kid with curly blonde hair.
Okay.
And he had a big red birthmark on his face.
Oh.
I think God made all these images there, so I would remember this lesson. His last name was Pain. I don't know if you know this, but sometimes you learn lessons better if it's painful.
Yeah, for sure.
When I was a little kid, and God didn't want me to be painful, but He put the name Pain in there in this little thing. You know?
Okay.
And this kid like comes up through the crowd, and he puts his hand on my shoulder, and he's like, "You're the one. One day, you're gonna mean something to all these people in this town." He's like, "This game is all they have in this town, and you're the one. You're the next quarterback. We need you to work hard. You're gonna mean something someday. Keep that in mind. You can never quit. You can never quit." And I was like, "Okay." And he goes away. Dude, I moved away from that hometown.
Yeah.
But I kept that lesson my whole life. When I started playing poker, that face of that dude kept coming back to me.
Really?
You're gonna mean something. You're gonna mean something. You know.
Wow.
Damn, that's dope.
And
That
you know,
is.
that's what I try to do in poker now. You know, we have an opportunity, and we're trying to do something big.
On a
Seize
big
the
stage
opportunity.
too, because even if you think about it, poker is not just a game locally here in the United States. It's a game all over the world, and I think one of the biggest things for you is that you have the opportunity to put poker on the map in different events like the Tournament of Champions, which you recently played. So, like, tell us a little bit about what it was like. When I think Tournament of Champions, I'm just thinking all beasts. Probably like the hardest tournament you could play. What was that like compared to a normal tournament? And then tell us a little bit about what that experience was like with the deep run as well.
It was badass. I loved being in LA and getting to represent H-Town there.
Let's go.
It was fun. But I did notice, though, it was tough competition. There was no, like, donkeys.
Yeah.
Nobody just giving money away. But there wasn't a lot of bracelet winners. There was a lot of ring winners there. And there was several people at my times where I was at the table and they were like, "Oh, a bracelet, man, I've never seen one."
Right.
So there was a lot of ring winners there too.
Got it. Okay.
But what I thought was so cool about LA was it was produced so well.
It was.
The cameras and things like that. That's what I was really upset that I didn't go further. I was obviously the best player there, and I should have. Well, I should have won and stayed on that production a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I messed that one up. But I loved just being there and getting to represent Houston, my family, on that stage with that production.
Yeah.
And that's what we're hoping is that every time we're doing something, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Definitely.
And we got a message to put out there, and we want to do our thing, you know.
Hell yeah. So, how is the World Series of Poker going for you guys?
1 week in, we're up on money,
Okay.
That's cool.
but we're down on, you know, until I have a bracelet. Yeah, we're down on expenses. You know how it is in Vegas. But, until I get a bracelet on my hand, I don't feel like I've succeeded. And this is a long, long tournament. But I'm nowhere near discouraged or anything right now. It's very, very early. And, I mean, hell, I just made a final table last week. And I made a deep run in the mystery. Yeah. So we're up on money. Just don't have the gold yet.
So you need the matching one on the other side.
Yes, sir.
I made a little bit of a deep run in the mystery as well. I was proud of myself. But
Nice.
yeah, thank you. What place did you get in that?
104.
Oh, okay, better than me.
What place did you get?
310, I believe. So it was never. I got one bounty. It was cool for the minimum.
Hey, I didn't play. Did you play?
No, I didn't.
All right, we're right there. We didn't lose. We didn't
The
lose.
Gladiator yesterday,
No, the
though.
deep stack.
I mean, the deep stack yesterday.
How'd you do in that, and what do you think of the competition in the field?
Yeah.
Actually, honestly, I was surprised at how many regulars there were. Well, not surprised, but there were a lot of just,
Familiar faces.
no, just like people new to the game.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
where They
Yeah.
were just like looking at me and they're like, "Wow, like you're so good." I'm like, I'm honored, but
Yeah.
you know, like I was just surprised by that, and they were like, you know, asking questions and just happy to be there.
You were surprised at how bad the players were?
That's what I was going to say. That's what she said. And to be honest, I agree with her because
Yeah.
I had the impression that, you know, everybody was going to be a lot better. When I first came out here, I won a trip, and they put me over at the Golden Nuggets. So I was playing with a lot of bar locals, and it's not much different from, you know, the WSOP from the Golden Nugget, to be honest. Like, the field is not that hard. So if you're watching this and you're scared to come out here and play WSOP, man, come on out. Maybe Fireman Scott will meet you and let you wear the bracelet.
Let's go.
You
You know
just
what I mean?
need the experience.
Yeah.
To
That's
get
it.
better, you need the
Absolutely. You have to.
experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, speaking of experience, right? Like, I came up on the online streets. So for me, the adjustment to online to live, like, it's a lot easier than someone just coming up like out of nowhere. How did both of you get into poker? Like, my introduction was the Moneymaker, seeing him on TV. I'm like, all right, this is pretty cool. And then I took it serious when I seen, shout out to Dwight Pilgrim. I kind of like how he had his own little swag to it. And I feel you have a certain swag and demeanor about you at the table and your presence. And just like you mentioned, the confidence. I think confidence goes a really long way in poker. So for me, I just like the competitive nature where it's like, not necessarily about the money, but it's about coming first, or for the bracelet, or to have the accolades is what I chase. So I want to know, how did you guys get into poker, and what about poker keeps you guys going right now? Is it the money? Is it the accolades? Is it a competition? So how'd you guys get into it, and what keeps you going?
Well, I got into it same as you, Chris Moneymaker phase. I knew I was going to be good at it. You know, just started studying, started online, had my first six-figure score online. Went from there. Just
What site?
Yeah, what's that?
Titan Poker.
I remember Titan, the
Yeah.
blue icon.
Yeah, the blue icon.
Yeah. I played a little. They had like a little dollar frenzy. It took my dollar every day.
Well, they had a promotion on there that you would win $100,000 if you could win 6 sit and goes in a row. And nobody had ever done it. They thought it was impossible, and I was like, I can do that shit. I was the first human to ever do it.
Wow, I never knew that. Legend.
So as soon as I did that, I was like, nobody can ever tell me that I can't do something again. The next thing, I said, what's the next biggest thing you got? And they said, there's a tournament in Louisiana called the Seven Clans Tournament. I said, I'll go win that. And
What was
I
it?
went.
7 clams?
Seven Clans Tournament. And I went and I won that. And then they said, I said, what's the next biggest thing? They said, well, I started noticing PLO is where all the cash was. And they said, you can't make a living playing PLO. And I said, bet, let's go. And that one was hard, bro.
Yeah.
That's where the real grind took in.
He knows for sure.
That's
I've texted them at least 6 times a year. I quit poker. Like, PLO will make you quit. Like, I'm just dead inside, where like I literally have to just stay away from PLO. But yeah, for the most part, I just chill on the tournament side. It's fun, win or lose, but PLO will
on
definitely
that-
hurt you.
On that PLO side, I mean, bro, I don't quit. And so, I mean, I became Mr. PLO, not just in Houston, but dude, every day I meet kids from New York City who are like 21, 22 years old. They're like, Fireman Scott, I started playing poker because of you. I started playing PLO because of you.
That's fucking
So again, that with just like with the game of PLO, just like with the city of Houston and the state of Texas, I feel attached to it. Like I have a responsibility now, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm deep. This is my career
Right.
now. This is my life, you know. And a few years ago, I saw where they made a new category for the Poker Hall of Fame, that you could get into the Hall of Fame for your influence on the game.
Oh.
And as soon as I heard that, I was like, that made me step up. Before I would get out of my car at a poker game, I'd turn it off and I'd go, before you go in there, this may be somebody's first time to ever meet Fireman Scott. This may be their first time to play with them, maybe their last time. I go, give them a show. You're Fireman Scott, be Fireman Scott.
Let's go.
I go and
Fuck
I
yeah,
go
man.
them and I do it, bro.
I could attest to that.
I love that, bro.
I can
that's
attest to that.
literally what I do with Poker and Life. I try to bring all of us together. I mean, there's kids that you know, they're doing vlogs and they're playing cash games like 1-2, you know what I mean? And they're looking at poker in life. Gotcha. Looking at poker in life like, you know, we're superstars, but we're really not, you know. And it's just good that we can, you know, bring the community together and, you know, let these guys know that, you know, come out and fire your shot, and, you know, we'll help you study, we'll help you get better, and, you know, you're not alone. But before the $1 million question, do you have anything you guys want to plug? Or wait, did you?
Yeah, I gotta know how you got into it. I mean,
sorry.
you're here in the streets. You're around here having like people look up to you, getting tips from you, doing autographs now too. How'd you get into the game? And what keeps you motivated now to keep playing?
You want me to tell him?
Well, okay. So actually, I didn't know really anything about poker.
Okay.
My brother had a game. He had recently partnered up with Scott, and they needed someone to come work, serve drinks, you know. And I just graduated high school.
No.
So my brother was like, "Hey, come in." And as soon as I walked through the door, there was people, but I don't remember who else was there. I just saw Scott.
Oh.
Hey,
Like
Love at first sight. Love at first sight, for real, huh?
And that's what I always tell people. I'm like, I don't really believe in love at first sight, but that was...
Yeah.
It,
Was it the long blonde hair? Was that?
No.
I had short hair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So I worked there, and, you know, we didn't date. We just knew each other, you know.
Sure.
And then, you know, we started getting serious, and I would stand behind him and just watch. I loved watching. I loved hearing him talk at the table, because...
he has a presence at the table.
He's always
He's
put on a
entertaining.
performance, you know, so I loved that. But I would just watch, and I learned that way, and then I just started playing tournaments. My first tournament, I got 3rd place in, and I was like, I'm good at this. I've always been a competitor myself. I feel like I read people pretty well, so I was like, hey, you know, and we
So she's
feed off
my-
of each other.
She's
so-
my buddy's sister, and then when she started working the games
Oh.
for us, one time I walked in, she was making me a drink, and she had a skirt on, and I just ran my finger right on her leg.
Oh, no.
I was like, hey, girl.
So
Kids
are
don't
you
try that at home. Kids don't try that at home.
So you two are still buddies, I hope.
Well, yeah, no, actually, it was just the deal. There was 2 poker games in Houston,
Yep.
and they said, Fireman Scott, can you come to our game exclusively? Because
Okay.
whatever game I went to was the one that was going.
Yeah.
So I said, I'll come, but I need you to start at noon. They said, we don't have a girl. I said, if there's no girl, there's no deal.
Okay.
And he goes, my sister just graduated high school. How about her? And I go, bet.
There you go.
Do it. No, and now here you are. So now that you're into your poker journey, have you had your first, second, third, fourth, fifth win yet? Like, tell us a little bit about like your deepest run or your most like proud poker moment. Like, I feel like when someone's getting into the game, it could be like their biggest pot, it could be their first win. What's your like most proudest poker accomplishment so far?
Well, really, so we have 2 young children. So for me, I don't get out to do tournaments as much. So,
Well, I think the bracelet win for me was you, too. That was
Yeah.
50-50. I
Yeah.
couldn't have done
Yeah.
that bracelet without her. I wouldn't. Yeah.
That's so dope.
That was her, too.
That's a
So-
poker love story right
is,
there,
it
man.
really
Yeah, this is her bracelet more than it is mine.
Oh.
Actually, I mean, she does a lot of the hard behind the scenes work that
Yeah.
nobody gets to see. Like,
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm a weird person, dude. I mean, to be, you know what I mean, to do some of the things that I do. I understand I'm kind of a crazy person, and
Yeah.
sometimes there's people I know that they could like me, but they can't be around me too long or whatever.
Yeah.
She could be around me for a lifetime. It's insane. I don't know. Yeah.
I just, you know, I can always know what he needs.
Yeah.
I can see when he's getting off track,
Yeah.
not being as disciplined. So that's like my job. You know, like I love poker, but it's also like I love my family, I love him, and I want our family to do well.
Yeah.
And right now, that's his time. You know, so I'm
Just there to support.
yeah.
Yeah,
happy
no, I
to be
love
part
it.
of the journey.
And the shared bracelet where it's like, I feel for you guys, family is everything.
Yeah.
Religion is everything. Poker is everything. Success is everything.
Is poker
And
everything?
I don't know, which is why I think we should go to the $1 million question,
Well,
Tony.
before we go to the $1 million question, I just want to ask you guys: is there anything you want to plug? I know, shout out your kids, shout out your job. I don't know.
We do have a company, fireandsmokepokergear.com.
Okay.
As you see, like I said earlier, we branded the fire department, the Fireman Scott name.
Hell yeah.
And before I was even a fire department guy, I loved the shirts.
Yeah.
You know, the fire department logo shirts.
Gotcha.
And so we went from there, and then we have another, we don't have anything with us right now, but we also have a softer logo.
Okay.
That's more Tia inspired, the 9 of diamonds.
Okay.
People always say, hey, that's your favorite card, that's you. No, that's her. Yeah,
Okay.
That's my better half.
Is that what the 9-9 is? I mean, I know that's like the...
There's a white hat with the
And sometimes we have the logo up for an H for Houston.
with the Houston with the dot.
Yeah.
You did that? That shit is fire. I ain't gonna lie. I like
And
it.
sometimes I have it horizontally because I'm a PLO
Mhm.
player. So
Okay.
I look at my cards, horizontally.
Yeah.
So yeah, we play around with the brand a little bit, but we like it. Yeah, fire and smoke.
Yeah, well, we definitely we love your brand, and hopefully you guys like ours. We got some stuff for you guys. If you guys like any of our gear, just pick one. I don't know which one you guys would want. Yeah, yeah. And we'll definitely have to, trade gear, or I'll even go buy some. I like the
We'll bring
pocket knives. Yeah, man. But and shout out your kids as well. You don't have to say their names or anything, but if you don't want to. But
well, yeah, I mean, our kids at the Paris Hotel right now, Atticus and Leona, everybody knows them. So,
Okay. Oh yeah.
So everybody
Nice.
in Houston and the poker world knows them.
Oh yeah.
So they're here with us all summer. They stayed with us in the Stallions house, and
Okay.
like I said, we're part of the Houston poker community, and so
Nice.
for sure.
And how old are they?
4 and 3.
Oh, they got a ton of time. before
Already
they learn
raising
poker.
kids in the playground. Like, raise. I put more.
The Stallions, the first year, we had these big computer screens set up so we could all play online bracelet events.
Yeah.
And my kids were like crawling in the labs, hitting buttons, shit like that. And that was part of it. I was like, there's no way there's going to be a first ever poker team in this city.
Poker family.
And I'm not going to be right in the middle of it
true.
with, not just me, but me, Tia, my
Family,
kids,
yeah.
and everything.
It's fucking sick, man. It's a great story. Anything else, Damien, before the $1 million question?
Nah, I think we're ready for that $1 million question, Tony.
All right. You love to do the spiel, so I'll let you go, man.
So for me, poker ain't life. Especially PLO makes you dead inside. So the reason I joke around and say that is because you could have fun playing the game, but sometimes the beats add up for you. So for me, poker ain't life. Sometimes I realize I just gotta escape the game and like enjoy other aspects of life. So for me, poker ain't life. And then for Tony,
For me, when I started this podcast, poker was very much life. I was deep into it, but I think meeting Damien and helping him through some of the struggles he had with poker, and just meeting all the people along the way, I realized that poker ain't life as well. There's bigger bigger things to life than just poker, but poker can be a great way for you to propel your life in any direction that you want. So we're asking our 2 guests today, what is it for you?
It's crazy to say that poker's not life, but poker ain't life.
there we go. Let's go. Poker ain't life.
Exactly.
I love it, and like I said, I'm Fireman Scott everywhere I go, and I dedicate my career to poker and to the poker community.
Right.
But God allows me to do poker because I have a bigger message and bigger things to do, and He's like, I'm so thankful and so gracious that I love games. I got a mind for games, and I love being entertaining and things like that. And I found a social game that I could make. I'm just lucky to be here, bro. So
Blessed.
I have bigger things to do for my father and my family, and I'm just happy that poker is the avenue.
Yeah.
But like when you asked earlier if my kids are going to play poker, I hope so, and I hope that poker is an avenue for them to go. But if God points them in another direction, that's where they're going to go.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I'm very lucky that poker is our thing, and we're happy to be here.
Yeah.
But poker ain't life. Nobody's above God does.
Hey, here we go. I think that was probably one of the best responses we've got.
For sure.
And anything different or anything additional you'd want to add to that in terms of is poker life, poker ain't life, from your perspective?
For me, I've learned so much from poker, life lessons, where I can just take that into the world. And I don't think poker is everything, but it's always going to have a special place in our hearts.
Agreed.
And your kids, even if they don't go into poker, I'm sure just the being around you guys, and probably they're gonna pick up poker for sure. Even if they don't want to use it, the little lessons that they learn, they're gonna be able to use it in life. You know
Well,
what I mean?
and if they're not
Taking risk.
And
Exactly.
if they're not players, they're going to certainly know what they're doing. And in the poker industry, I like to say I'm going to make Elvis money. My kids are going to make Disneyland money. My grandkids are going to make Jesus money. So we're doing generational things, and right now we started out playing underground poker. My friend's getting shot and killed. I'm not kidding, bro.
That's what the story we needed to hear, bro.
I mean, that's a sad story, but it's
Yeah,
the way
I know.
it was. Like, I've
Yeah.
had friends get shot and killed in poker rooms,
Yeah. Wow.
robbed, crazy stuff.
Yeesh, yeah.
And now, bro, I'm still playing the game I love, but on a big stage with the national anthem, with everybody staring. I mean, it's unbelievable,
Yeah.
bro. I mean, we're very lucky.
Yeah.
And in our state is the place where it's growing the most. So if we can't take advantage of this and do something good for our people, what are we doing?
Exactly.
It's there for us to do,
Yeah.
Guys like you are going to help us. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're going to do shows like this, spread the word.
Spread the
And,
word and awareness. And
We thank y'all for letting us come on.
All right, well, we thank you guys for coming on. We thank Houston for growing overall on a larger scale, from just in Houston to having successful poker players throughout the world, such as yourself, such as Will. Also, thank you to the Poker Ain't Life community, everyone that came out to, out here in Vegas with us. And most importantly, big shout out to everyone that helped us with the filming, to P, to Tyler, to Money Mike, the entire Poker Ain't Life crew. Also, big kudos and thank you to Cedric, who's running deep right now in the Gladiator. I think the biggest thing for you guys is family. And I think for a lot of people, poker is family. Whether it's the people you meet at the table, whether it's the people you meet on break, whether it's the dealers or the person that gives you your massage. The whole point of poker is a family and a community, and I think this is just another way for us to bring different communities together. So with that being said, thank you, Fireman Scott. Thank you to the entire family. Thank you to everyone for supporting the community. And let's go out there and at least find your community, find your family, and always remember, poker ain't life.
yes, sir. See you at the final table.
Smooth.
Peace.